tradable drama here. Finally the market's moving because the Dow's going to open in a half an hour. So I'm finally going to have some opportunity to get in and out of this thing really quick. So right now it's pulling back. Like I suspected, a retest here. It's on the 15-minute chart. It just seems about as thin as I can slice it. 15 minutes is... I only want to be in the market for like an hour and a half max, really. So I don't really want to be in the market, amazingly. But this is a nice pace here, 15 minutes. So these 15-minute orders that I wrote come in handy here because I can say, okay, I buy 10 pips deep in the next 15 minutes. If I get another leg down, it's a perfect kind of blow out this trend line, crush into Insaneville, come back, maybe even retest this, which to me would make so much money, and I can buy 25 pips deep in a half an hour, and I can walk away from this trade, and I've seen this thing go down and retest that. So I'm in right now. I'm kind of losing because I got in a little early. I guess I'm too excited about this coming up to these big handles up here. And certainly the right up in here is the psychological squeeze point. I'd say $1.36. Of course, the robot's not putting in the other supports. I guess I'd want to put one in here. Go on top of what the computer has designated as being critical. You know, I wish I actually had one that would draw that top bottom there, but so yeah, we're just gonna, I guess I'm just gonna attempt to pause this tape. I know it's gonna pause one of them, but okay, I just can't get to this indicator. I guess that's locked on there. Too many orders around the, not sure how to turn that off yet, so you can be really careful coming in here. Anytime you see the up and down arrow, you're not in a modification point, but here, I'll just give it a little room for a plunge. And I've always run this chart shift because I want to project into the future a little bit. I used to run it, I had software that used to run the price right up against this scale, but I felt it was too constricting for speculating into the future, like this classic rollover point here in the 15. So yeah, I know it seems like it's going to go down forever, but the trend's your friend until it's not. So you definitely being able to detect the change in trend. And certainly structurally on this 15-minute chart, I'd say it's a perfect opportunity to come in. Dow Jones is going to open in 25 minutes, so maybe I'll just actually pause this thing and see where it happens on this. Looks like the Dow is going to open here in about 2 minutes, or a minute and 30 seconds. So on the 15-minute, I think it's about as tight as you can get in this thing, and so right now I'm hoping that we get the classic rally out of this trench, and then I cash out on my first take profit. It's going to be probably right in here, right up where I got into early, of course. So but this looks like a classic turnaround. At least up into here look like a possibility of cashing out there and just being waiting for the next psychodrama like this. The spike down here and this blue line's indicating the actual bottom. So if I go to the candles Actually, the candles are compressed into bars on MT4 once you go to a certain zoom level, so you can kind of go from candle to yeah, but this 15-minute spike down, you know, had you sat there, and I guess you could get a robot that just drops 15-minute orders, but of course you're not going to get filled, but you're going to fill up your trade platform with maybe too many orders that are never going to get filled. So that's no fun, because you get shut out of, say you're trading a bunch of eight currency pairs, then okay, so now here's the classic bounce off this. Of course, you know, I can't see it unless I go to here. Can't really see the structure. But yeah, market structure is, to me, the biggest deal, the biggest key. And you can manually go hunting down these support and resistance zones. I mean, there's a perfect one right on the clock. Now, if you're trading on the clock where you're just pulling the trigger every 15 minutes if need be, so in other words, in 15 minutes you look and see that you're there, bam, buy at the market, and or you had a pending sitting right there, you know. It's the perfect way to get into that. But I'm not expecting too much because you know, it's a big up and down game to make it up, you know. So right here I should probably be taking something off the table, but I'm too stubborn. Or I should say I should wait another 15 minutes till we get to 8:45, and maybe there's follow through on that. I could switch to the candles and make all sorts of arguments, I'm sure. Certainly want to be getting out at the apex of these hammers. I mean, right at the hammerhead would be the pivot point on the line chart. So this is all your hammers. That's when you see all this, you figure those are all dojis and all that nonsense. But in the end, it's about and I don't want to change time frame too many times, I guess. As long as I remember the time frame that I got in on. Certainly the half-hour traders are loving it because they got a beautiful top bottom there, and then the 1 hour traders are saying, yeah, that's so. But 5 minutes is tough. It's very tough to see the forest for the trees on a 5 minute. I think 15 minutes about as soon as you want to slice it. Actually, some brokers, most of my brokers won't let me put a script that only lasts for 5 minutes. Got to be 15 minutes or 30 or, you know, all the way up. But yeah, I'm gonna have to hit the pause button again on this and see what happens. Come back to hit this. What a wacky sell-off! Another wacky sell-off in a currency pair that you know, calling for the end of the world. But you know, it happens. You know, it's just classic classic drama all day long with these people. The world's coming to an end. It's not coming to an end. You know, make up your mind. Okay, I'll come back to this ridiculousness. Let me leave on the 15 minute. Let's see where I'm at in the picture of things. Okay, looks like we're going to try to hunt down this resistance up here. Let's hope. And then I'll hit that, tag out, and then I'll be putting buy orders back below for another retest because you know, it's a stairway. It's not a straight shot up. It's a choppy ride. Okay, looks like the sellers are coming in. They got out on this bottom, becoming a top on the candles. So to me, it's just another. I'm not in too heavy yet on this trade, so it's another opportunity for come back here. I just put a order in here that lasts 4 hours, but I'm going to stack this 15-minute layer on top because if we come back 10 pips in the next 15 minutes, I definitely want to jump aboard that. So that'll be a, you know, that's just, you know, it's just a high probability trade. I mean, this is a huge buying for the range trading technique, which I'm a big fan of that because 80% of the time you're in a range. So that's kind of why I built these scripts, to take advantage of the the range. Now it's a 30-minute script, but yeah, you can just build these scripts all day long. You build them yourself, you know. Just take a pending order inside of MetaTrader, go to pending orders inside of scripts, and just copy the phrase over and over that says buy at, and then you can put multiple tickets in there. You don't have to just put in one ticket. So you want to go to the I think you need to go into the scripts, and here go down to I think I might have deleted the original pendings. Some of this stuff is I think I deleted the original one, but there's one in there called pending, drop pending, and that'll get you in the door. But I just copied out this line here, this phrase here, all these times, so it starts to get up to buying on 90,000 at the bottom of that. But it's only 30 minutes. I mean, it's just a kind of a psychological thing too. You can feel like you're at least got an order in there should you get this, which this happens in Forex quite a bit. If you're not a heavy trader, you're not gonna feel it. But if you're trading any kind of size, that's a pretty brutal little spike. It's a nasty spike. Of course, if you're projecting that spike to kind of happen, I guess it would look like that. You expect the unexpected with this crazy market. Okay, so it looks like I might have a chance here. That was a pullback on that one candle. It hasn't completed yet, but yeah, maybe the buyers are coming in and you know, gonna hold this channel here. It's trying to dig out of a hole, out of a pit. Poor thing. God, they really sold it off hard. They spanked it really hard about 800 last night. Boy, they really did a slice and dice there. Of course, for all the stop robots, which is a great technique too. I'm not trading that yet. I'll get there. Is this trend line here breaks, and your robots, or you, stacking up these cells at these support levels. Market spikes down. You got some cash outs that take you know, 20 pips to get something, and then the other ones may be longer. But I mean, that happened in such a short period of time. That's you got to be on. That's a 5-minute sell-off with a 5-minute pause, and then another 10 minutes of chopping down to a whole new low there. Certainly be the ultimate. Yeah, that's a catastrophic. I mean, a 5-minute chart looks pretty nasty. But yeah, this is a real boring. This isn't like making money. Oh well, we have to just. I guess a 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart. I mean, 4-hour chart. It's gonna take forever on a 4-hour. But 4-hour makes me want to go put orders in down here for sure. So we'll see what happens. Just have to wait for it to play out, I suppose. Can't do anything about it now. It's my trade. I'm sticking to it. See what happens. Yeah, Europe's gonna close soon. There'll be some kind of craziness. Either come down and fill me there for more, load the wagon, or it just takes off from here.